Hi everyone, welcome back to Raw FPL. So in this one, it's the Game Week 2 team selection. So I'm going to quickly go over how I did in Game Week 1, which, wasn't too bad. Salah, obviously he was my captain, so he did pretty well. But yeah, there are some players in my team who definitely need looking at and that I need to address. And I've already actually made a transfer. It was looking like it was going to go down in price, and he did. So yeah, I'm going to quickly go over how I did in Game Week 1, my future transfers and future plans going ahead into Game Week 2 and beyond. And yeah, I'll just discuss some injuries and some key players as well. So if you do like this one, please do drop a like and please hit subscribe if you're new, and let's jump into it. Okay, so this is how the team did in Game Week 1. And yeah, it wasn't too bad, 64 points. Obviously the average there, 57. So it's got a Game Week rank of 2.6 million, which, I mean, it doesn't sound great, but it is, the first game of the season, and lots of people are going to be using chips, triple captains, bench boosts, they'll all be played. So yeah, I don't think it's too bad, above the average, and it could have gone a lot worse, it could have gone a lot better. But yeah, starting in net, Henderson, 2 points. Going forward, I'm still happy to have him, as a 4.5 million goalkeeper. So I think if you went for Raya, obviously fair play, but I just wanted to put that money into the attack, really. So Henderson, he stays, I'm not too bothered. 2 points is absolutely fine. He's got okay fixtures coming up. So yeah, happy to have him. He's going nowhere for now. Don't want to use a transfer on a goalkeeper. So into defence, then Guardiola, 7 points. He didn't look as attacking as we kind of wanted, but he still looked all right. And I think when Rico Lewis comes out of the team and when Kyle Walker comes back in, I think Guardiola will get more attacking. Obviously, Ipswich next at home, so he's not going anywhere. I do quite like the punt on Rico Lewis if you are going for like an early wild card. So if you wild card in, Game Week 4 or something, which is quite popular, I think Rico Lewis will start the next couple, especially the next one against Ipswich. So yeah, if you're looking to get a cheap defender, and you're wild carding early, then yeah, Rico Lewis looks good. So Guardiola, good fixtures coming up as well. Ipswich, West Ham, Brentford, and then it gets a bit trickier. But I'll happily just hold him, or I can even bench him, and then we can continue into the green fixtures there. So yeah, Guardiola's going nowhere. Quansah, so he was a risk. He's 4.5 million, but yeah, he's kind of presented a problem already. Obviously, he got hooked at half time, and Slot came out saying that it was basically because, he basically said it was because it was rubbish. He said he wasn't winning enough aerial duels. So yeah, I think it was worth the risk. Obviously, he started pre-season quite a few games, and they had good fixtures. But he has now, as you can see, it's gone down to 4.4 million. So I've actually transferred him out before the price drop. I'll just quickly show you what I mean by price drops if you're not familiar with it. So this is FPL statistics. So if you just type in on Google, it'll come up. And basically, you can have a look and see which players are likely to drop. So you can see here, Havertz, he's likely to go up. If they're above 100 here, they're likely to go up, basically. So before the deadline comes, Havertz, if this goes to above 100, he's sort of likely to go up. If you just click that as well, these are all the ones likely to go down. So no one's looking to drop tonight. No one's looking to rise. Havertz is the closest to rise. He's on 98. So if that goes to above 100, then yeah, he could potentially go up. The same with Gakpo. If that goes below 100, he could potentially go down. So I looked at that, and yeah, Quansah, he was on about minus 105. So it's pretty certain that it was going to go down. So I've transferred him out. But yeah, I'll talk about that in the transfer section next. But Lewis Hall, a clean sheet. Obviously, Shah with that red card, which, yeah, you can't go headbutting people. I understand that, but I think it was a bit soft. And yeah, I think, I don't know. It was a sending off at the end of the day. You can't go headbutting people. So, but yeah, Hall comes away with 5 points, clean sheet. So I'll definitely take that. Trippier, we still don't know what's happening with him. So I still wouldn't go there. I think if you've got him, you just sell him. And I'd probably go for Guardiola. But yeah, Hall, happy to have him. And I think the other 4.5 million defenders, if you're trying to, get off Quansah. If you're getting off Quansah now, if you didn't last night, you've obviously only got 4.4 million. So yeah, if you've not got rid of him now, I think you just hold him, to be honest, and just hope he starts next game. If you have got rid of him, then yeah, obviously Robinson, or I've gone for the Man United right back. But yeah, I mean, I think if you've not sold him already, I'd just keep him, just hope that he plays. I mean, he can kind of assess. If you've got money, obviously, I'd just upgrade him to someone else. Probably like, yeah, maybe Guardiola if you can, or if not, you could maybe go for like a Newcastle defender. But yeah, if he's gone, if you've missed that price drop, I think I'd just keep hold of him and bench him for now. But yeah, Odegaard moving into midfield, 3 points. I've got him to cover Saka, which didn't really work initially, but I'm kind of hoping as the season goes on, he'll do enough. He's got fairly hard fixtures coming up. Like especially, I mean, for attacking it's not too bad, but especially defence, like I probably wouldn't go near the Arsenal defence just yet. Villa away, Brighton, Spurs, Man City. I just don't see many clean sheets. And even Leicester, I think, will cause some problems there. So I don't know. I think Arsenal attackers are fine, but I'd rather just go if you're looking for a defender for 6 mil, I'd rather just go either Liverpool or Man City at this point. But yeah, that's Odegaard. He blanks, got a clean sheet. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping he can improve on that next game. And then Nkunku, he's the next one, which came away with 1 point. He only played 57 minutes, and I mean, lots of people are panicking on him, but I just think, look, there's really good fixtures here. You obviously brought him in. You knew it was a slight risk, but I think 6.5 million is fine. And, he's got all of these nice green fixtures here. I'd honestly just hold him and just wait for another week, wait for some more information, and then we can kind of go next. But yeah, I still think he'll start. I still think he'll play. And he didn't look too bad. I thought Chelsea looked okay. So yeah, I'd just keep hold of Nkunku if you've got him. I probably won't go buying him, but if you've got him, I definitely wouldn't be using a transfer to sell him. And the same with Smith Rowe. He obviously is not up to full match fitness yet. He got his 63 minutes, and you didn't buy him to play Man United. You bought him for these upcoming fixtures here. So again, if you've got Smith Rowe, I think you keep him, and yeah, you just play him. Whether or not to buy him, I actually think he's quite a good buy, just because the fixtures now look good, and his minutes should improve as well. So yeah, Smith Rowe, I'd probably buy if you are looking for a 5.5 mil midfielder. But equally, I'd try if you can just roll your transfer into game week 2, because obviously you're going to get a lot more information. So yeah, if you can roll it, but if you are looking for a 5.5 mil, Smith Rowe, I quite like him still. And then Salah, obviously captain, 28 points. Yeah, I mean, he just does what Salah does best, doesn't he? Scoring goals is a bit of an assist machine as well right now. So yeah, amazing fixtures coming up as well. If you went Jota, then yeah, I think he still looks good. 7.5 mil, bit of a bargain as well. So I think he'll start as well the next game. So yeah, I'd definitely keep hold of Jota. I wouldn't go destroying your team to get Salah in just yet, because if you don't have him, you obviously did that for a reason, and it's probably because you've got Haaland in. So Haaland's obviously, he got the goal, he got the 7 points, and he's now got Ipswich, and then he's got really good fixtures coming up. So I would definitely just keep calm, and then just stick with the plan. Unless you've got someone like you really need to get rid of, I'd just try and roll the transfer. And same with Solanke and Isak. Isak 10 men and he still gets an assist, so that's could have been miles better if it was 11 on 11. But yeah, an assist, that's fine. And then Solanke, again, he looked all right against Leicester, but it was his first game for Spurs, and I think you just hold him if you've got him. So yeah, that's what I did. 64 points. And to be fair, the bench, Fass and Winks played as I expected. Barco, obviously, he didn't play, and there's been links with him to Seville. It looks like it's going to go ahead. But if he moves, he won't get a reduction in price, so it'll just kind of lock. So if I'm guessing he will be like a 5th place bench holder anyway. So unless you really need him to play, I'd probably just keep him until you need to wild card. I don't think it's worth using a transfer. But yeah, so that's the game week 1, 64 points. I think it's fine. Let's have a look now at the transfer that I've already made. So moving to game week 2, then we've kept Henderson in net. I mean, as I said, he's just kind of sat there. I'm not going to change him. He's just going to 4.5 mil, and just hoping he's going to pick up some clean sheets. I think the Palace defense is it's fine, especially back in the last season. They looked pretty good. So I'm just going to keep him there. Hope he gets some clean sheets. Into defence, Guardiola, Ipswich at home. As I said, if you are looking for a 6 mil defender, I think I would go for Guardiola over some of the Arsenal defenders. His fixtures are better, and I think he'll get more attacking once Rico Lewis drops out, which I think he will when Walker's kind of back up to match fitness. And then I've got my new signing, Mazzarri, whatever he's called. The Man United fullback. He did look good during the game against Fulham, and I think the sensible option really, obviously, I could only have a 4.5 mil, and I had to do the transfer last night because if I didn't, obviously Quansah would go down to 4.4 mil, and then I don't have any money in the bank, so I had to make that transfer last night before he dropped. And as I said, you can use FPL statistics if you want to just keep a track on who's going to go up and down in price. But yeah, I think the sensible option was probably Robinson because his fixtures they're fairly good. But I don't know. I just think if you look at Robinson's fixtures, so I mean they're okay, like Leicester, Ipswich, West Ham, Newcastle, Forest, City, Villa. But realistically, when you look at it, for like an attacker, it's fine. But for a defender, like I think Leicester will score. Ipswich away, I mean, they're going to see that as a game that they kind of need to win. So, okay, maybe a clean sheet there. I don't see a clean sheet against West Ham or Newcastle or Forest away. I mean, Man City away and Villa. Like, I just don't see many clean sheets at all. I mean, he is fairly attacking. But, yeah, I just thought the Man United guy just seems a bit more, I don't know, a bit more exciting. And Man United, as bad as they have been, they are a better defence than Fulham. So I've opted for him. I think Robinson probably is the sensible option. But yeah, if you've not done the transfer already and you don't have any money in the bank, as I said, you might as well just keep Quansah and just kind of hope he plays because you're going to have to go down to a £4 million player, and there's not a great deal at that bracket. Maybe like Fass or someone like that, but to be honest, you might as well just wait now for an extra week of information. So yeah, I've gone for Mazaru, whatever his name is, Mazararu. But yeah, it could have been Rico Lewis, but again, I think he's just causing more problems because as soon as Walker's back, then I think it's just going to be another transfer booked in. So yeah, he's there now, and I've got Lewis Hall, who, I mean, obviously they got a red card, they got a man sent off. So yeah, I think Hall going forward, his minutes should be okay. Obviously Dan Burn, he should stay centre back as well, especially with Shah getting that red card. So yeah, I think he's fine. So yeah, that's the defence. Let's just jump into midfield now. So Odegaard, not the best fixture, Villa away, but Arsenal will get chances. Hopefully he can cover Saka a little bit from that game. And then Nkunku, as I say, I wouldn't worry about him. I think just give him a couple more games. The fixtures upcoming are really good, so just keep him and just kind of reassess next week, really, see what happens. And then Smith Rowe, home to Leicester. Both sides, I think, will give away chances there. So yeah, Smith Rowe, happy to play him. And then Salah, he's currently the vice-captain. Brentford at home. A lot of people have either gone for Salah or gone for Haaland. I don't think that many people have gone for both. So I kind of think this week, the obvious captain is Haaland. Ipswich at home. If you don't have Haaland and you've got Salah, I still think he's a really good option. But yeah, as you'll see in a second, I have got Haaland. So I'm going to play Haaland. He'll be my captain. Ipswich at home. He could be a shout for a triple captain, but I tend to try and use the triple captains on a double game week. So, look, he could do really well, but equally it is only a single game week. So, yeah, I'm going to opt to save it for sure. But yeah, captain Haaland against Ipswich. And then we've got Solanke against Everton. And then Isak away at Bournemouth. As I said, Isak, I think he did well to get the assist there with 10 men. So, yeah, against Bournemouth, he could definitely get a goal there. So, happy to play him. On the bench, it just stays the same. As I said, with Barco, the transfer to Seville looks like it's going to go ahead. But once it goes ahead, he won't go down in price. So I just leave him. If you don't need to play him, I just leave him. And if you do need to play him, I'd probably just roll the transfer. I mean, you can maybe try and upgrade him to someone a bit better the following week. So yeah, that's the team. Haaland captain. I mean, as I said, I'd really have liked to roll my transfer, and I think if you can do, I'd definitely advise trying to do that. But I just didn't want to be stuck with Quansah, who may or may not start, or the other option would have been to have like another £4 million defender. So yeah, I'm glad I did it. If you've not done it by now, just keep him and just play him and just hope he plays. And then you can kind of reassess next week. So yeah, if you found that useful, please do drop a like and please subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'm going to be doing weekly videos, so we'll go over how I did next week and look at the team for game week 3. But yeah, best of luck. I'll drop my socials in the description. So if I do decide to kind of tinker anything, I'll put it on my socials. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this team, and I can't see me doing a hit this early on. So yeah, best of luck, guys, and I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.